All right, in this lesson, we're going to be talking about dynamic keyword insertion. Now, that phrase might seem a little intimidating and a little technical, and it is, and it can be, but it's a really powerful tool that if you just take a second to wrap your head around, can be used as another tool in your tool belt to get the most out of your ads. So as we talked about earlier, the searched keywords, if they are exactly searched as the person or the user searched for, will be bolded in your ad. So in this example for flavored coffee, you can see the word flavored coffee is bolded in every ad that displays that phrase. Now, what dynamic keyword insertion does is go a step further and almost ensures that your ads will be bolded. And what they do is it displays what the searcher searched in the headline. If the text is too long, the default keyword is displayed. And what the syntax is for dynamic keyword insertion is the curly braces, the word keyword, you have to use the word keyword every time with a colon, and then your default phrase. So this is the best way to describe this, or the best way to go over this, is for an example. So you can see I use the curly braces, keyword, colon, vanilla coffee. So vanilla coffee is the default phrase. If the phrase that's searched is too long to fit in that headline, then it will be only the default phrase will be displayed. So in this example, I showed that somebody searched best vanilla coffee. So in this example, my ad would show best vanilla coffee if that keyword is in my ad group. If I'm targeting that exact keyword, then it will be displayed as it would be displayed like that in my ad. So I can not only use that in my headline, but I can also use that in my display URL. So as you can see, it really promotes that whole idea of relevance, where somebody searches something and your headline is actually showing exactly what they searched for. So when people see that, they're almost more inclined to click on the ad because it is exactly what they searched for. And then you can do some different things with capitalization. If you don't want the headline capitalized, you just have all lowercase across the word keyword. If you want the first letter capitalization, that's kind of the default that I always use, because in your headline you usually want every word capitalized to make it look right. That's the one that I usually use, but there's a few other options if you want it all caps. If you want the first word capitalized, they have options for that as well with dynamic keyword insertion. And then the wrap up, dynamic keywords, it can increase click-through rate and quality score because it is more relevant. It's not to overharp on it, but it's you're displaying an ad or the headline of an ad or the display URL is exactly what that person searched. So that obviously can increase click-through rate, and you can see why that would increase the quality score. Use tight ad groups for best relevance. So if you're using this and you have red shoes and blue shoes in the same ad group, you don't want to do that. You want to have only, or actually that might not be a good example. If you don't want to have red shoes and red socks in the same ad group, because if the phrase is too long and you have a default keyword phrase that's red shoes, you can see the problems there. Another best practice for using dynamic keyword insertion is to test against static ads. So just the normal ads that you normally write for text ads, have one of those and one ad using dynamic keyword insertion to see which one performs better, to see where you can improve. You don't just want to be running this all by itself until you at least prove that it's performing better than a static ad. And then test different capitalizations if you want to see which is working best for you.